Hello everyone and welcome back. If this is your first time, I hope you'll stay. Espero que te quedes. Hoy vamos a estar mirando la palabra a y sus significados. It means a great many things in English and there are lots of ways you can translate it. Okay, so the first way, I am sure you already know, is to. Okay, I'm going to do something. Okay, voy a andar. I'm going to walk. Okay, so that's the first way. And so today what we're going to do is look at some other ways. It might sometimes mean by, it might sometimes mean to, it might sometimes mean at, and sometimes it's not translated at all. Está ahí porque sí. Ok, así que hoy en esta clase vamos a ver cuándo se emplea y unos verbos populares que se usa con a. Okay, so that popular verbs that always comes with a attached to it. So verbs that need an a always. And so if you learn these verbs, what you're going to find is learning it with an a will make your life so much easier. So, ¿estamos listos? ¿Estamos preparados? Vamos allá. Okay, so the first example that we will use is, the first use rather is to tell the day or the time. So, el día o la hora. Okay, se utiliza mucho. Por ejemplo, puedes oír la gente hablando y a lo mejor alguien te dice, estamos a viernes, estamos a lunes, estamos a miércoles. The sentence I've given you, estamos a viernes, yeah. We are to Friday now. No sense at all. But what it means is we've arrived at Friday already. We've arrived to Friday already. Today is Friday. So if someone says to you, estamos a martes. Today is Tuesday. So random, but yes, that's what it means. Today is Friday. Estamos a viernes ya. Today is Friday already. Goodness, how did that happen? That's just showing that it's past, the week has passed by so quickly. Estamos a viernes ya. It's Monday already. It's Friday already. I've got an obsession with Monday. Ya estamos a viernes. It's already Friday. That's gone by super quickly. So, for the day to say today is, you can use this. It's very common to hear that being said. Estamos a viernes. Okay, today is Friday. Right. Also, to talk about the time. A la 1:30 empezamos. A la 1:30 empezamos. So, at 1:30 we'll begin. A la 1:30 empezamos. We will use it in that sense to talk about the time. Okay? What time you're going to do something? Pues, a la 1:30. At 1 o'clock. 1:30. At 1:30. A la 1:30 empezamos. Okay? Are you with me? Si no me estás siguiendo, lo puedes parar y volver y escuchar. ¿Vale? Llegué a las 11:30. There's something wrong with me today. I can clearly see that it's 8:30 I've written and I'm saying 11:30. Do you know what it is? Hoy me levanté a las 5 de la madrugada porque tenía una actividad planeada y al final no lo pudimos hacer porque fue un desastre total. Pero luego lo dejaré por ahí abajo. Igual la semana que viene os lo dejo para que veáis lo que hice hoy, que no me salió nada bien. Así que estoy cansada. Estoy un poco cansada hoy. ¿Ok? No me acostumbro. Ok, llegué a las 8:30. So, I arrived at 8:30. Llegué a las 8:30. Again, this is another example when you would use a to talk about time. So that's done. Okay, time and day. Okay? Our first use. Now our second use is movement. Okay? So if something moves from one position to another, we would employ this. So the example I've given you. Se cayó la taza al suelo. So the cup fell to the floor. To the floor. That was movement. It fell from here to there. It fell to the floor. Right? You can see here it's got a L on the end, and I'm going to explain that in a minute. Okay? Está de camino al parque. Okay? So he's on his way to the park. Here is to the park because this is telling you that it's moving from one point to another. Al parque. Okay? Next one, vino a mi casa. Okay? So he came from there to my house. Okay? He came to my house. Now, as I said, I will explain, and explain I shall. So when there's a and then you have a noun, un sustantivo, una cosa, un animal, un lo que sea, una cosa, que es masculino. Por ejemplo, suelo, we would say el suelo. So this L would go next to the A and would eliminate the E. So it becomes al. And so that's where that L comes from. So because if you were to say, se cayó la taza a el suelo, just sounds a little bit odd. So we join the a to the L and it becomes al. Now if the word that follows is a masculine word, for example, mesa, you would put a la mesa, even though that wouldn't sound proper, but you know what I mean. A la, if it's a la word, okay? Right here. So, the next use is before the infinitive, antes del infinitivo. So, for example, I have a sentence here. You can see there's an infinitive right here. So, to rain. Empezó a llover. Okay? It started to rain. Empezó a llover. En inglés no lo necesitaríamos because we wouldn't say it starts to rain. There's too many twos. Okay? But in Spanish it sounds great. Empezó a llover. What did it start to do? To rain. It started to rain. Empezó a llover. So, there's this omission that happens in English, hence the title. Tenemos la tendencia a omitir. Okay? We have the tendency in English to omit the a that's so very present in Spanish. Okay? A. Lo dejamos, la ignoramos, para nosotros a veces no existe. Okay? Lo reemplazamos con, pues nada. Simplemente, aquí en este sentido, con el infinitivo y no necesitamos nada más. ¿Ok? La siguiente va a decir frase, pregunta, frase, eso es. Viene a hablar conmigo. She's coming to speak to me. Okay? So as you can see again, it is before the verb, the infinitive. Infinitives, remember in Spanish, terminan en er, AR o IR, okay? ER, AR, and IR. She's coming to speak to me, okay? So again, in English, no lo meteríamos aquí, pero en español, sí, okay? So that's your second point. Antes del infinitivo, okay? Vale, vamos a movernos aquí para que lo podáis ver mejor. Ok, tenemos para la velocidad, ¿okay? Si queremos hablar de la velocidad, speed. Iba a 100 kilómetros por hora. So, this, in this sense, would translate to at in English. He was going at 100 miles per hour, 100 kilometers instead of miles. He was going, iba a 100 kilómetros por hora. He was going at 100 kilometers per hour. Now, he was going at. Ok, para hablar de los precios, ok, hablar de precio, pricing. So, aquí tengo, se vende a 25 euros. It's selling at 25 euros, okay? We're selling it for 25 euros. Se vende a 25 euros. It's selling at, or the selling price is 25 euros. It's been sold at 25 euros. El siguiente ejemplo es este. Se compra a 70 libras. Se compra a 70 libras. Okay? It's bought. You buy it. You can buy it. Better. Sounds better. You can buy it at 70 euros. 70 pounds. Libras, pounds. Okay? You can buy it for 70 pounds. Okay? So to talk about price, the price of something, you can use a. Se vende a. Se compra a. And then the amount of money. Okay? Right. También se utiliza para expresar método o manera. Okay? So, ¿cómo se hace una cosa? Okay? How you do something. How you carry out the action. How is it done? So, hacemos todo a mano. How is it done? By hand. Okay? So that's, again, it goes back to that meaning of by. How was it done? Well, we did it all by hand. We didn't use a sewing machine. We did it by hand. That's our method. That's how we did it. Lo hicimos a mano. Okay? Hacemos todo a mano. We do everything by hand. Okay? Right. Next. Yeah. Llegan a tiempo. Okay? How do they arrive? Well, on time. Okay? On time. Okay? Estoy a dieta. So to be on a diet, we would also use that. Estoy a dieta. Okay? It's how I'm doing it. It's my method on a diet. I'm following a diet. Estoy a dieta. Right. When else do we use it? So when you're talking about directions, perhaps you're instructing someone to do something or to go to a specific place better. It's better to say that. Okay, so for example, if you ask me for direction, you see me in the street y no sabes cómo llegar al banco, yo te puedo decir, vete, vete por ahí. No, vete al puente y luego te giras, you turn what should we say? Ahí, don't, horrible at giving instructions, don't follow my instructions. Te llegas a un árbol grande y giras ahí. Okay, so when you're telling someone exactly a point, when you're giving directions, you would use a. Okay, vete a la puerta principal. So I'm telling you where to go. I'm giving you these instructions of how to get from one point to another. Okay, ir a la calle mayor. Okay, so go to the main street. Go to the main street. I'm sending you to somewhere specific, and you need to know where a monument is or a specific location. You would use a. Go there. Vete al banco. Vete al coche rojo ahí. Okay, vete a la playa. Se va a la playa. So, yeah, to talk about a place that we would like someone to get to when we're telling directions. Okay? So, when else do we use it? Before a direct object. A is used before the name, which is noun, or the object. Okay? So, le di un beso a María. Okay? So, I gave Maria a kiss. Le di un beso a María. Maria received the kiss from me, so I gave it to her. Le di un beso a María. Okay? Next example. Veremos a Pedro. We will see Pedro. We will see Pedro. En inglés no diríamos tú here. We will see Pedro. We wouldn't need it. You see, a veces cuando traducimos no lo metemos porque, claro, en nuestro idioma no se pone. Así que hay que tener estas reglas en mente cuando estamos construyendo nuestras frases, ¿vale? Porque es difícil. A veces me equivoco también, que es normal. Mi idioma materna, pues, es inglés, ¿ok? Mi lengua materna, ¿ok? Mi idioma materno es inglés, así que es difícil. Tenemos que pensar a veces, ¿ok? Next. Conozco a Tom, ¿ok? I know to Tom sounds strange because we wouldn't say that. We would quite simply say, we know Tom. Conocemos Tom. Pero en español, eso suena muy raro, ¿ok? Conocemos a Tom. Who do we know? A Tom. We know Tom, okay? So in that sense, you will always have to use it when you're expressing that you know someone, okay? Right. You might have seen this one as well, to show emphasis when you're talking about likes or dislikes. A mí me gusta, a mí. So it begins the sentence to show that emphasis that you're really talking about yourself, or you might be talking about you, okay? A mí, so a mí me gusta. Instead of just saying me gusta, to put that extra emphasis, you would say a mí me gusta, okay? A mí me gusta mucho como bailas, okay? So remember that, to put emphasis on your subject when you're talking about your likes or dislikes. You would start the sentence with a. A mí me gusta. A mí no me gustan las playas. Las playas de España. I couldn't think of anything else. I do love the beaches here. Okay, right. And now, as I said before, there are verbs, hay verbos que requieren la a antes del sustantivo, ¿ok? So, vamos a ver estos verbos y vais a intentar recordarlos porque es importante. A ver si bajo esto. Okay, so we are going to do the last. I don't think I have to zoom out a little bit because I don't think you'll be able to see it very well. Okay, so the last, I'm gonna move you down here a little bit, okay? The last part of this is me showing you how to recognize these verbs that always go with a, okay? So, venir a, to come, okay? Venir a, to come to. Voy a venir a la fiesta, okay? Empezar, to begin. Empezar a, to begin to. Empezó a llover. It began to rain. Ir. Ir, the most popular one, okay? To go to. Ir a, venir a. Empezar a. Enseñar a. To teach, to do something. To teach, to. Te voy a enseñar a hablar inglés, okay? Entrar a. Jugar a. Jugar al tenis, okay? To play tennis. Jugar a. I bet you knew that one, but you didn't know you knew that one. Acostumbrarse a. Me he acostumbrado a hablar solamente en inglés, okay? I've got so used to only speaking in English. Llamar a. To knock. Llamé a la puerta. I knocked the door. Llamar a. Oler a. Huele a flores. Okay, it smells like flowers. I actually really like that one. Or you can say as well, because I don't think I put that one there, saber a. Saber, even though it means, you've always seen this as to know, actually means to taste. Saber. Sabe a chocolate. It tastes like chocolate. So to express that something smells or tastes like something else, you can use the verb plus a. Huele a. Sabe a. Sabe de sabor. Okay, sabe a. Okay, cuidar a. Okay, to look after. And I love this one. Dedicarse a. So what is your life's devotion? What do you spend your life doing? Me dedico a la enseñanza. Okay? So, I spend my life teaching. Okay, that's what I do. Me dedico a la enseñanza. Okay, so if you can try and remember these special verbs that go with to, half of your job is already done. Y solo tendréis que relajaros y ir with the flow. Go with the flow. So yes, venir a, empezar a, ir a, enseñar a, entrar a, jugar a, acostumbrarse a, llamar a, oler a, o saber a, llamar a, cuidar a dedicarse a. Okay? I hope that this lesson was not too fast for you. Pero yo creo que eso es así. Tenemos que recordar que la a se utiliza para expresar día y hora, movimiento, antes del infinitivo, direcciones, precio, velocidad, método y pues claro, tenemos verbos especiales que necesitan una A. ¿Okay? Podéis hacer unas frases ahí abajo para si tenéis problemas y pues las echaré un ojo a ver cómo vais. And so with that, guys, I'm going to leave you. I hope you found this video helpful. And until next time, cuidaros mucho. Feliz día.